Hi everybody, welcome back. We are going to take a look at how we create a folder in Illustrator with a cutter guide. We're also going to be taking it into InDesign and showing you how you lay this up and create the finished file. So here we are again, back on my computer. Let's dive straight into Illustrator and get this folder cutter guide going. Cutter guides are generally what the printer needs to actually produce your folder. So let's just create a new document. I just stick to A4 for now because it doesn't really matter. So just stick to A4. And basically, what's the folder going to do? It's going to carry brochures, inserts, and the folder that we're going to be looking at is basically going to hold A4 inserts. So I know that A4 has a size of mil of 210 by 297. So here in Illustrator, just with the rectangle tool, click on the page, you get your dialog box up with the measurements of the rectangle that you want. So obviously A4 is 210, 297. But because we want the folder to hold that size, we need to add 5 more mil. And 5 more mil makes 215 by 302. Perfect. Click OK, and there you get your rectangle. Selecting the arrow tool here, you have a properties panel in Illustrator. If you don't have it on show, window, properties, there it is. And here you get to see an array of things. There's an appearance as well, window appearance. And you have your stroke. We want to take the stroke to 0.5. Fill, we don't actually want to fill, but we do that over in the toolbar. Get rid of that fill. And then you have one side of your folder ready to go. So we just basically want to copy that and paste it. You can do Command C, Command V for paste, just like that. Command Z, and does everything. But what I do is I press Option, click hold, and I drag, which basically copies it. So there, you have back page, front page. What we're going to do for this cutter guide, we're going to create a small gutter or capacity. So I'm going to make a 5 mil capacity on this folder. Taking the rectangle tool again, click on the page, it brings the dialog box up. It keeps our size as we actually just did. So the width I want to change to 5 and the height 302 stays the same. Click OK. There you have your capacity guide. Zoom in on this. What we can do with these, because we want to actually join all of these up, if you select the anchor or the point, you see you get a nice little tool indication that says anchor, and that is the point. That's the one you want, and you want to click it into there, and that's actually saying intersect. Do the same for the other side. Snap. These all snap in place. So there, back, front, capacity. And what we need on every folder is a pocket. So selecting the rectangle tool again, what I do is I rough it out just with a tool like that, and you can see the measurements come up on screen. And that's roughly saying 175, 140. Let go. And then we use Command Z to undo. Rectangle tool still on. Click on the page and it actually shows you the sizes that you just did. So we just tidy those sizes up. 175, 140. Click OK. And there is your perfect rectangle. But obviously this, you want actually at the bottom, because it's obviously we're making a flat guide, which would be cut out and folded and stuck together. So again, on here we're going to need a capacity. Rectangle tool, select again, click on the page. We've got the measurements we just did. So the width is 175, which is correct, but the height, we want that to be 5 mil. Press OK. And there you have your capacity. Select the point again, click it into the point. The other point, click it into the point. Perfect. What we need is we need another capacity on the end here. So click, I believe our height was 140, so 140 was the height. Change the width to 5, click OK. There, select the points, join it up, exactly the same as we've done. So there, capacity and capacity and capacity. So when this is over and folded, we need a tab here to actually glue it to the top part. So Click again, width, let's change that to 25, height is correct, press OK. Join these up, boom, joined up. What we need to do is angle these off, so when it is folded up, it will sit here, and you don't see it. So with your white arrow tool, which will select a point, and you can actually drag the point around, click, press shift, or keep shift held, and just pull straight down. And I'm going to take that to, you see the DY is 14.58, I'm just going to let go there. Do the same for the bottom, click on the point, hold shift, and I'm going to take that to minus around 14.5. 14.5 precisely, so there you go. There you can see your actual glue tab. What we need to do now is just make this a little bit more visible. Select it all, drag it onto your artboard, and we have a nice tool here, which is the artboard tool. Click it once, and you can adjust your actual artboard size. There. Your first folder cutter guide almost ready to go. What we need to do, we need to differentiate these actual lines. The outside here is the main cutter guide, but these capacity lines here are actually fold lines. So what I like to do is I like to color code them really. So by doing what I do is select this tool here, the white one, click on a path, keep shift held, select the next one, shift still held, select the other ones that we've just done. Once you think you selected them all, Command C copies all those lines, and if you just Command V, you can see that you've actually have copied them and pasted them correctly. So Command Z to undo that, Command A basically select everything. What you want is this little tool here, which is basically a unite tool, and you find that in your Pathfinder. Window, Pathfinder if it's not showing. Command A, select the whole thing, unite the whole shape. So there you have the main outside cutter shape. Remember those little fold lines we just copied? What you want to do is edit, paste in place. There's a shortcut here which is Shift, Command and V. So Shift, Command and V, and there you see your lines. What I do is I group these, so Command G for group, and then when you select them, they're all selected. So we have our separate elements. You have your cutter guide, your main cutter guide, and your fold lines. And before we take this into InDesign, I change the colors of them so we can recognize them. So go to Window, Swatch Libraries, Color Books, Pantone Solid Coated. Here you get your palette. Let's say that I'm going to make this folder, the back cover and the front cover, blue, deep blue. So I'm going to make these guides easy to see on that color. So the outside cutter guide, I'm going to make a yellow. Oops, that's the actual fill. Make sure you've got your stroke selected. Select the yellow again. And that will make the yellow there. So the yellow, I've actually done Pantone yellow. Select the fold lines. Let's make these a pink. Let's just go with this. And that's 1785. So there you have them all separated with Pantone colours. So Command A again, select all of it. Back to your properties window, window properties, there it is. And what you've got here is the overall size. So you've got a width of 465 and a height of 447. So just copy that, go to Illustrator, create a new document, and we're going to paste the sizes into the actual InDesign document. So width 465, back to Illustrator, height, back to InDesign, paste it into the height, click create. There you have a perfectly sized document with 3mm bleed on it, please. Back to Illustrator, click off that, Command A, make sure you've got everything selected, Command C for a copy, and what we're going to do is paste this directly into InDesign, just like that. There you have your perfect cutter guide. And what we can do, just make sure this is on coordinates, get your control bar, make sure these are 0 and 0. Make sure they zero out. Now because we coloured these up in Illustrator, if you go to your colour palettes in InDesign, window colour, or window colour swatches I believe it is actually. There you go, swatches. You can see that InDesign pulls in the colours that we just had in Illustrator. So there, the basis of your first cutter guide. What we're going to do is we're going to come back, we're going to look at how we can layer this up and how we actually start designing this folder. Thank you very much guys. Please subscribe, please come back. I'll be doing a lot more in-depth tutorials. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.